Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. Right in my hands is one of this week's new releases. It's League of Legends Lux by Marvel Comics, collecting the 5-issue series that brings the video game to comics. It's really that simple, I think. So this is written by John O'Brien, who's part of the video game itself. Billy Tan of Tan Comics is the penciler. Haining, Cuzu, Qianqian, Tako of Tan Comics is the inkers. Gadson of Tan Comics is the colorist. John Roshell of Comic Craft is the letterer. Alright, so League of Legends Lux. So it's about this area called Demacia. So let me start. I don't know League of Legends. I think I did a review of like one League of Legends comic, and there I said I had no idea about League of Legends. I still have no idea about League of Legends. But compared to that comic, I love this one way more. Like the other one was good, and I kind of enjoyed it. This one is actually really good, and I would love a series of this continuing. So, all right, so this is about this place called Demacia, and it's I think it's Demacia, whatever. Whoever wants to correct me, feel free to correct me. And it's this nation that has magic users, a fantasy world, medieval kind of fantasy world. They have magic users, and they kind of hunt those magic users, because they think they're threats. And it's about this girl named Lux. Her full name is Lexana Crownguard, and she's this like part of this prestigious family. And she's a magic user, but she doesn't want people to know that she's a magic user. So she seeks out this really evil guy to try to learn how to control her powers. All hell breaks loose, and it becomes like, chaos. It's the best way of describing it. I just went and just gave you pretty much the gist of the plot right there. And this is Lux on the cover. It's good. Like, it's really, really good. It's obviously based off the very popular game League of Legends. And I couldn't tell you how well of an adaptation it is to the video game, since I've never played the video game at all, and I couldn't really tell you anything about it. But the comics itself is actually a really solid fantasy series. And for those who have watched my videos or listened to me on our podcast, all that, like, I'm not a big fantasy person. So for me to be here and be like, I really enjoy this fantasy series, it says a lot. Like, I enjoy Final Fantasy, kind of that sort of setting. That's sort of what this reminds me a little more of. Maybe World of Warcraft a little bit. This kind of reminds me a little more of, but like Lord of the Rings fantasy, not my thing. This kind of reminds me, as I said, more Final Fantasy, more World of Warcraft, that sort of thing. I don't want to say the cartoonish fantasy, but I don't know what the proper term is, but you get the idea. Story's really solid. It's entertaining. It's fun. It's a good build up. Really kind of sets things up. It definitely leaves things wide open, and there is just so little wrap of the story. I want more, and I'm hoping we get more too down the road. I think it's just a really, really cool concept, great characters, great world. Everything about it is just enjoyable. And the art's solid. Like, the art's really kind of cool. It reminds me of some of like the 90s image stuff that was coming out, like when they were kind of doing this like pop manga-ish sort of thing going on. I don't quite know how to describe the style, and I can't think of the creators right now. And for all I know, Tan was probably one of those. But it just reminds me a lot of that. It was actually a style I enjoyed then, and I actually enjoy now. The colors kind of pop to me. The character design's pretty cool. If anything, like, Lux actually is designed really well. She doesn't feel like exploitative at all, and the armor kind of makes sense in some weird ways because it's very similar for everybody. It's good. It's really, really, really good. Story's cool. The action's great. Let's see if I can get some like the magic stuff going on, because I think it's just solid. Yeah, let's get a cool moment of magic use. I think this works. This isn't a spoiler. It's cool. Like, there's some really solid art to it. Really neat design. I like it. I like it a lot. As far as extras, this trade is a lot of extras. So it's only $15.99. It's got those 5 issues, but the extras in there, I think, kind of puts it over the top. And if you're a League of Legends fan, I think you really should check it out. There is a section of like world building Lux, where they show off a lot of the designs for stuff. So that's really cool. Then there is a thing called Preparing for Aftermath, where Anthony Reynolds talks about the series and a story that spins out of it. So you get a prose story on top of it. And then some work on the pages as well, some of the basic pages, pencils. And then you get to see final pages, stuff like that, inks, all that, plus covers on top of it. So it's a really nice package, a lot packed up, $15.99. It's good. It's really good. I mean, again, I'm someone who doesn't like fantasy, and I'm telling you, I enjoyed this. So I think that says a lot about it. Good story, great characters, really great pacing. I want more of it. I really want more of it. So it's out now in comic shops, so it's going to be out soon in bookstores as well. But go support your comic shops. There's a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. But really, you should go support your comic shop. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this review copy. And thank you for watching as well. Sorry. If you're into Marvel, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading the comics and keep it geeky, and I guess keep playing League of Legends. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.